Greetings, my name is Aniel. Today I'm here at Mongori High School. I studied in this school in the year 2012. I was here and the school was tiny then, but ever since this school has seen a lot of infrastructural development due to the hard work that most of us put in place. Due to our hard work, many parents want to be associated with this institution. And now that they're associated to this institution, having many parents, many politicians also want to be associated, because the more the parents, the more the votes. Even those students who are doing their Form 4, they are gonna get their IDs. So most leaders, politicians want to be associated. So this school has seen massive development ever since we left the institution. And this school is located here in Gusiland, Nyamira County, Mekenene Ward. It is called Mongori High School. Just enjoy watching the video as I show you around, as I tell you the stories that we met in this institution. It was an amazing place to be. Mongori Alliance in the bush. This was our main gate. When we joined this school in the year 2012, we used this gate. Then this building was not there, but the other one that is down there was the one that was the biggest. It is a performing school. As you can see, it has a very good target for 2024, that is 8.1. I'm told it had over 400 candidates. That means that with that mean every candidate is gonna go to the university. Looking at this block, when I was here, this was from 2 blue and this was from 2G. But for this case, this block has very many streams. You have Form 4 blue on the top, Form 4 green, Form 4 pink, Form 4 white, Form 4 orange, and Form 4 yellow. All of them in this building. This was our assembly point. We were gathering here so that we could hold our assembly next to this block. And if I can still proceed to show you, above there is Form 4 white, changed to Form 3G, Form 3 red. I'm seeing Form 4 blue, Form 4 violet. So this school has a lot of streams recently because of its population. In the video of today, I want to show you I want to talk about my history in this institution. I see some birds on this acacia tree. This acacia is quite a unique kind because it just grows here around this region. Coming from Kajiado, I've never seen this variety there. It has a lot of birds. When we joined this school in the year 2012, the school was a tiny institution. Actually, this was our staff room. This building that you're seeing down here, it was our staff room, and also a class was on the upper side. We were studying in Form 1 green. Our class was next to the staff room. Sometimes we could make jokes and then we laugh. All teachers can make jokes, we try to laugh, and then we are taken. I remember when this building was made by then the minister who was in charge of ICT, that is Fred Matiang'i, in 2015. He promised us that he's going to construct a laboratory, an ICT center. We were so happy. This was our administration block then, and I remember this was the deputy's office and the principal office was towards that side. Now, the motivation that made me to join Mongori High School, I came to this school so that I can visit my brother. when I came to the school, I looked at this place. Now, look at this. When I was looking at the results from the year 1998, I realized that the students here were passing. I saw the names here written from Ondari downwards, and I told myself I wanted my name to be written on this board too. So that is why I came to Mongori High School, just because of the motivation of this board. Even the girls here have been performing very nicely. Now at the back side here, it was our washrooms, but now I'm seeing something like other classrooms. Let me just go there so that I can show you what is there. Now when we were in this school, there was no wall. It was just a fence of apples. Actually, some of the students were buying mandazi and passing them through the fence. Now I'm seeing that these are still classes. Here it was a washroom. Now let me give you a sad story. So what was happening, the students could go and communicate. They were communicating with the outside. I don't know how they were communicating because this was a boarding school. After communicating, they will then throw money and they'll given mandazi. When they're given mandazi, they could rock the mandazi and store it inside the toilet so that the teachers could not find it. Then after doing that, they could join the ties and make a rope and pull them up to the classes and sell them to the unknowing students. That was the mandazi story that I can remember. Here is a notice board. This notice board, I remember there came a time when our parents could come to visit and they could get here and they are told to look at our results. Oh my God, this was the greatest place ever of turmoil. You could feel it. Now, I've told you that we had an assembly up there. That was our assembly. But now, when I came to Form 1, we had another assembly point here. Remember, this was the administration block. So this was the assembly point then before they constructed this ICT center. Now, also, this was the examination room and this was our dormitory. It was called Shimba Hills, I remember. It was our dormitory and these were other dormitories. Now somebody will ask, why does this place looks like it was made long time ago? Now this was a primary school. These were the classes for the primary school which were converted to big classes for high school. The primary school was constructed up there and moved. Now here is a new block. Actually then here was such like rooms like this one, but here I'm seeing a new tuition block. As you can see, there are classes here in this institution. Somebody will ask, what has led to development of this institution? Hard work. You see, in this school, hard work is very much prioritized. As I told you, this was our staff room then. Hard work is prioritized, and due to hard work, many people want to be associated to this institution now that it has a high population. Now let me just do a walk to this new block here that was not there when I was a student in Mongori High School, so that I can show you how the classes are looking like. It is an amazing view to be at Mongori High School. So I see this was an exam room. Wow, it is amazing. Look at the superb view of Mongori High School. The power of hard work can change an institution from a very tiny school which had nothing to be a very huge modern school as this one. I really like the way they have raised this point here so that every teacher is going to be comfortable when teaching. Nobody is gonna be afraid to be seeing the teacher because he's or she is short. So that one is well looked into in this institution. So continue staying tuned in this episode of showing you my former school, Mongori High School. I left this school when we had a population of 700. I'm told that recently they had a population of over 2,000 students, which is showing the power of a performing school. When a school is performing well, then also parents want to be associated to that school. Politicians want to be associated to that school. Look at how this school has grown just because of hard work. Please, as a learner, just work hard and you're gonna change even the infrastructure of an institution. Now, this is a walkway for students. During our time, it was not there. Down here was a laboratory, but now, because of the higher population, again, there is this man who is very much loved by the Gen Z called Fred Matiang'i. He built this complex so that this school is going to have laboratory. So these are just science laboratory, making this school to be a science complex. Look, it has a lot of laboratory. Being a science teacher, I'm so glad with what Matiang'i did. Thank you so much, Matiang'i, for what you did to us as a community and also Mongori High School. Just look inside the laboratory, how it looks like. It is amazing, isn't it? Now this is the beauty of hard work. Please, learners from any institution you are, work hard so that you can change the lives of those who come after you. We were working hard not because we were not only looking at our own good or future, but also we were considering the fact that in future we gonna reap from our hard work. Down here was a tank. It is still there, and this was our dining hall. Today I see it is being constructed. I'm told it's gonna be girls' dormitory, and up there is the boys' dormitory. Just look around this institution, so amazing. Mongori High School. Leaving the science laboratory, I'm gonna proceed to other areas so that I can continue showing you around this institution, Mongori High School. Actually, we had a slogan. This was our slogan, and may nobody take it wrongly. We were told Mongori High School is a lions in the bush. And again now, it is indeed turning out to be a very interesting, huge school. So last time, if you can remember, when I did the video, there were some places that I didn't pass. Today I've decided to pass there. This is the modern girls' dormitory that is under construction, and as I told you, this is the science block complex that Matiang'i opened to help this institution grow. So construction is in progress. So these were the dormitories then, and Green and Wangari Maathai. So if you studied in this institution, I think you can remember quite well. This was where you once stayed. The good thing about the girls' dormitories, they are always green. And here they call the dormitories after very prominent people like Mama Ngina, so that it can motivate the girls to also work hard, because they are seeing people or fellow ladies who have made it in life. So this is their bathrooms. I'm not gonna get there, maybe next time if you ask me to. But also I'm told that they are building new dormitory there. This is the other dorm. It is called Queen Elizabeth. If you can see there is a construction that is taking place there. That is the new girls dormitory that is being constructed. When I was in this institution, I never came to this point. It is my first time to get here. Remember, I studied here, but we were not allowed to get to this point. So today I'm lucky to show you, even you who never got to this girls dormitory side. So this is Queen Elizabeth. We have another dorm that is called Mama Lucy. Mama Lucy. Yeah, like that. Those are the dorms for the girls. This is Mongori High School. It is a mixed school. This is the kitchen area. That was our school canteen, and this was the staff quarters. This was the principal's home or house, and this was the deputy's house next to him. It was our staff quarter then. I'm hoping that it's still the staff quarters. Just progressing in this staff quarters. So what was happening, you see, this school is very close to my home. If I can raise the camera, just if you look down there is my home place. So any moment I was on the story building, I could look at home and we could sing the song Utaiona kwa umbali lakini hautaingia. That song made a lot of sense to me because I could feel like home is just near, but I could not get there. Hey, it was hurting. And sometimes our school never had half terms. We could stay here the whole term. After just coming here on January, we could be the first people to open school and the last people to close. Hey, now the worst part is that your parent has paid all fee. That was not a worst part, of course, it is their duty to do so, but to a student it was quite hurting. Thank you, my parents, for doing that to me, because through that, here I am as Anya. So I've shown you the staff quarters. Now I'm seeing school canteen as an urgent number. I think that urgent number is meant for teachers because students don't have phones. Now let me take you to the boys' dormitory in this school. This was the school bus house, and this is the firewood center. Actually, now let me remind myself on how this place was looking like. this was the school bus house. The dustbin was there as it is. I remember one day some guys sneaked and they were told to dig that dustbin. So if you are watching this video and you were part of the people who dug that dustbin, just say something. I don't want to say your name, I know you, but I don't want to say that, just for some issues. So this is the boys' washrooms and bathrooms, and this is the modern dormitory for the boys. I'm gonna get in because the reason why I came here today was to talk. Number two, there's somebody who commented in the video that I'm supposed to show you the new dormitories for the boys. So I came here to show you this dormitory so that you can see how it looks like. It is still being built, it is not yet done. The construction is on progress, but I'm told that they have already moved there because there is no any other place they were to be. So let me get inside and see how it looks like. This is still Mongori High School. So this is how it looks inside. I see different house numbers, and these house numbers have like some few beds inside. Let me just get up so that we can see how the dorms look like, because that is what one of you told me, that you want to see how these modern dormitories are looking like. Mongori High School boys dormitories. This school values all learners. As you can see, there is a good place here for you to walk, a walkway. When we were here, we had wooden beds. You saw them at the girls' dormitory. Now here at the boys' dormitory, I'm seeing only two levels of beds. This seems to be funny because when we were here, our beds were having 3 levels, and these 3 levels were quite funny. We could sleep two. So here they have some comfort than us. So the dormitory is still being made, and I'm seeing these are not dormitories like the ones that we had, like big halls. They are cubes. So I was told that these cubes have these metallic beds, which is quite impressive, because then the wooden beds will be attacked by, let me say, we were calling them, what was the name? Amaruma. Yeah, they were attacking us so much. And you see, even though it is played, nothing changes. That was the worst thing ever. Now at this point, we also were getting some guys who could get mandazis from outside the compound. This is the boys' bathrooms and washrooms, but then it was KAB course, so they could come here and buy their mandazis. So you can see, as I told you, this building is on construction still, but still the students stay there because they don't have any other place to be. But majority of the progress is done, so they stay inside there. It is having cubes. I've just looked inside. There is like 6 beds, so it means that 12 learners in just a room, which is quite friendly. It's looking like the hostels in the university. The difference is that in the university it is only like 2 or 4 learners per hostel or per cube. So you can just look inside that hostel. It is tiled, and the learners, I know they really enjoy this amazing building, the new boys dormitory. So this is Mongori High School. I'm so glad to be part of the alumni of this institution, because development here never ends. It is a place where every person is happy to be associated with, and that is why I came back here so that in my videos on schools, I have to do also this one. So this is the dormitory. Up close. Just look at it. The boys' dormitory, the girls is under construction. The girls' dormitory is under construction down there. And here were our dorms after the primary was shifted to the other place. But now it has changed to be workshops for drawing, design, electricity and metalwork. That is amazing. Mongori is indeed growing. I met some people who I can recognize, some of my teachers, some of other staff, subordinate staff. It is amazing to be here. There is another place here that has been made so well. We like valuing aesthetic outlook of a school. Now this was a primary school and this was its administration center. Now it is a staff quarter for this case. Now I'm getting outside the school, Mongori High School. I know. I'm done with my work. This is the entrance to the school. Now I'm going to show you where we usually were going to fetch our water from. Remember the time that we were in this institution, we didn't have boreholes, we didn't have enough tanks that could sustain us. So we usually went to a river which was like 3 to 5 kilometers away from the school. So I went with my friend on a motorbike so that I can show you where the river is. It is not that a near place. So follow up and see how we usually went to the river. As you look at how this Gusi land is looking like being a green place. And this is the outside view of Mongori High School from the entrance as you get inside the school. With limited land, the school bought a piece of land that is gonna act as their field. So this is their field where they come to play during games time. The river that we used to go is on the other side there, where you see T. Down at the valley, there is a fish pond and a river. That is where we usually went. Thanks for watching this video. Please continue supporting me by subscribing.